From the Millersville University Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Kyle Elliott here with the medium range forecast and video discussion issued on Wednesday, May 28th. Well, this coming Sunday, June 1st, marks the start of meteorological summer. However, it's definitely not going to feel like it whatsoever this coming weekend. In fact, this cool, dreary, and quite frankly, downright miserable pattern that we've been dealing with for most of the last 2 weeks is going to last through the end of this week. And that chill's going to stick around through the upcoming weekend and even into the start of next week, although I do expect a big moderating trend once we hit next Tuesday and Wednesday. So without further ado, let me jump right on into things here and start by taking a look at the Canadian model for 2 p.m. on Saturday. And in the wake of Friday's storm system, we're actually going to have another upper level disturbance and its associated cold front sweep through the Commonwealth on Saturday, and that's going to trigger additional scattered showers and perhaps a few embedded rumbles of thunder. The Europeans in good agreement here with the Canadian, showing that coastal low pressure system moving into northern New England by Saturday, but again, that upper level disturbance and cold front sweeping through the state in its wake. So Saturday is going to be a very cool day under partly to mostly cloudy skies, and we're also going to have west to northwesterly winds of 15 to 30 miles per hour with gusts up to 40 miles per hour with this cool pocket of air aloft. Don't be surprised if some of these showers produce some small hail and locally gusty winds up to 45 or 50 miles per hour. So it's going to be very nasty out there for the last Saturday of May. Temperatures for most of the day will be in the 60s, although I do think we do squeak up to around 70 degrees for an early afternoon high. But in the wake of that disturbance and its associated cold front, the first day of June and start of meteorological summer is going to be very cool. We're going to have this upper level trough or dip in the jet stream and associated pocket of cool air still hanging around over the northeastern United States. The Euro and the Canadian both show the same thing here. I do expect some improvements on Sunday. The skies should generally be partly sunny, and I don't expect any additional showers. But it's still going to be quite cool out there. Lows Saturday night will be in the upper 40s to low 50s, and high temperatures on Sunday will struggle to reach the 70-degree mark. So you're going to need a jacket and sweatshirt for outdoor activities this weekend, especially in the morning and the evening hours. And you're going to want to keep that umbrella handy on Saturday and be prepared to move outdoor plans inside for a couple of hours as those scattered showers swing through the region. But you will notice by Sunday there is an area of high pressure centered over the Great Lakes region. That's finally going to settle over the northeastern United States early next week and the mid-Atlantic states. So with that being said, I do expect winds to be much lighter early next week. And Monday, although it's still going to be quite cool by early June standards, it should be a pleasant day. But it's going to be chilly Sunday night. Skies will clear out Sunday night and winds will slacken. So expect low temperatures to dip into the mid to upper 40s on the first night of June. So that's way below normal for early June. Normal lows in early June are generally in the mid to upper 50s. So it's going to be quite cool out there early Monday morning, but it should be nice for sleeping. Although you may want to keep some of those windows closed because with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, the inside of your house could get quite cool early Monday morning. But, fortunately, the good news is the sun will be out on Monday, winds will be light, and temperatures should shoot back up into the low to mid 70s Monday afternoon. Then we start to hit that big moderating trend in the middle of next week. That high pressure system should basically be centered directly overhead and start shifting into the western Atlantic by Tuesday. So it still will be quite cool and crisp again Monday night, but high temperatures should rebound back into the seasonable upper 70s to perhaps low 80s Tuesday. And as that high pressure shifts into the western Atlantic, I do expect the warming trend to continue throughout the middle and latter part of next week. In fact, temperatures should be in the 80s next Wednesday, Thursday, and perhaps even Friday. So it will feel more summer-like. Just give it a couple days after this weekend, and I do expect this pattern to change. The persistent dip in the jet stream over the northeastern United States and this series of upper-level lows should finally change, and I do expect the pattern to turn more zonal as we lose downstream high-latitude blocking. So with that being said, I do expect a warmer and drier pattern overall during the first 1 to 2 weeks of June. So taking a look at the medium range forecast, partly to mostly cloudy, windy and cool on Saturday with scattered showers, high 70. Partly sunny, breezy, and still quite cool on Sunday, high again 70. Mostly sunny and pleasantly cool on Monday, high 74, and then sunny, warmer, and seasonable on Tuesday with highs in the upper 70s to around 80. Well, that'll do it for this edition of the medium range forecast. Tune back in next Monday for the latest edition. Until then, stay dry over the next couple days and look forward to that warmer weather during the middle of next week.